So the poor good brother who really trying and really wanna do right by, or
Want to
I
better
ain't got
himself.
I ain't got the most, but I promise if you just trust me and work with me, I'll show you what I can do. I'll show you that can't. You may be the bigger breadwinner, but you'll never feel it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you'll never feel like I got less, because even with my less, I'll make things happen.
Just put me in the
I'll
game. Just put me in the game and let me show you what I can do.
Right, but here's the thing: her peers.
Uh,
Peers meaning your peers, your the people in your bracket, in your age group, and like when you go to court, they say you're going to be judged by your peers. Well, down, we still being judged by our peers. We just not in the court of law. We in the court of our neighborhood. So your peers is like, what? He worked what? Because listen, when you ever think of this, when you go on a date with the woman, what's the first thing? And y'all went on a date, and she introduced you to their family. What's the first thing you think they ask you? Where you work? What you do?
it's one of the first things, or where you meet them at, or how y'all met, or what you got
And no,
going on.
when they meet you, what do he do?
Yeah,
What
what
do
you
you
got
do,
going
sir? Because you're being judged by your peers. If you're and if you're not doing anything with yourself, the average person, especially if it's their daughter, right, and she has a relationship with her parents, they're gonna be like, "Come here for a minute." Mm-mm.
on.
And she might say, "But Ma, I see potential." Yeah, but potential. Guess what they tell you? Potential don't pay bills.
Mm.
So then that same person who can see all what you got, and they might think you the first person, they are stuck between they what their heart say and what their peers say. And I honestly, they're gonna pretty much follow what the peers say.
Mm.
I know it's hurtful, but it's real. The average person gonna go with what the peers say.
I mean, like, I don't. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Because like me myself, I got plenty ideas. I'm gifted. I'm anointed. I'm like Joseph. Got a coat of many colors. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talented. My family hate on me. They don't support me. My hometown, they don't. I don't fit here. I'm not supposed to be here, really. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not only just for my hometown, but the church included. Like the church don't see what I have to offer, and the church is like the woman. You know what I'm saying? They not submitted to the Lord like they supposed to, and then what I do have to offer, they make it look like it ain't enough. Like it's not. You're not making 10 times the rent. Like if there is such a thing, you know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
you're not driving this, and you on benefits, or you at government assistance for a man.
Your
But
peers.
yeah,
Back to what I said. Your peers.
and
They're still your peers.
these
Mhm.
women, I be like, well, dang, you not even married, and you said you waiting on a husband, but you can't even pray for an hour. You can't. If a murder plot coming to you, you sure can't stop it. So then I get the second guessing, like, why would I want to be with you anyway? Because I got warfare, and you got bills. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I couldn't help you take care of them bills, but if you can't pray with me, you know what I'm saying? What make you
But
think?
everything has, but come on now, come on, right now. Everything has balance.
No, 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 no.
Um,
I ain't saying I couldn't take care of bills. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying
okay.
is, like, if you don't have a spiritual, if you don't have a relationship with the Lord for real, for real, for real. Number one,
Hmm.
me mentioning any scripture or any idea that God has given me to make money to pay bills,
Hmm.
you wouldn't be
Hmm.
down with, because you're not spiritually minded. Because the Bible
That's
says,
what. That's what you have to find somebody that is for you.
but
That's on the
that's what I'm
team with you.
saying. That's what my whole conversation is about. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with the women? Like, where are the real women of the spirit at? Where are they? Because like, it don't make sense for all these women to go to church and don't none of them know God like they say they do. So as much as I got to offer, they can't even see me. Much I'm talking about I got all kind of gifts. I'm talking about podcasts. I make music. Talking about starting a clothing line, starting, I'm getting ready to start. I'm being introduced to trading. I've been introduced to trading, but I've been studying it for the last few days now. I've been on a
Mm-hmm.
training course, and that's what I'm gonna start doing to make some real big time money. You know what I'm saying? And God, that's what God told me about a few years ago. He gave me a word for that. But you know what I'm saying?
They don't see it.
They don't see like potential to them is like eating at McDonald's. But the fruit is what the fruit to them of the potential that I have is them eating at Longhorns. They can't be humble enough to wait and see what the rose gonna turn. I mean, how it's gonna blossom and bloom in the midst of it growing in your front yard. So you don't even want it in your front yard. You don't even want it.
Right, but that goes back to what I said. It's their peers. So you remember that? You remember that thing that went viral with a young man? Probably was a very nice young man, and he took the woman to Cheesecake Factory. Which I would love to go to Cheesecake Factory. Got one of the big menus,
Yeah,
but she complained because she felt like that was beneath her, but yet she couldn't afford to take herself. Remember what I said earlier? I said you got to be anybody, man or woman. You need to be, before you even get out there, you need to be in the position that you can take care of yourself first and foremost. That you already have your things. That anything else someone come into your life with should be an asset. So if you want to go, if Cheesecake Factory isn't what you want, then you like, hey, you know what? I had a taste for Eddie V's. So I'll take care of Eddie V's for tonight. And then next time we'll go to Cheesecake Factory. And you pay for it. Not you understand what I'm saying? But the
yeah.
problem is that how dare you tell someone Cheesecake Factory is beneath you when you don't even have the money or the resources to go there. And that's what I was going by when I say the peers.
Yeah.
People are more concerned about what other people gonna think.
People thinking gonna get them to lose out a lot for real. Cause
Well, that's where people at. People they don't want something because I don't want my friends to think I got the broke man.